Hi, students and families. This is Mrs. Nelson, 7th grade math. We know that many of you are motivated and you have a desire to grow yourself even during the summer. So we have a math challenge that you can choose to participate in this summer. Your teachers have entered your MAP scores into Khan Academy associated with your account. And so that when you go to this web address right here, khanacademy.org/math/mappers, then you'll see on the screen, you'll see where it says U, and then you'll see the 4 domains: geometry, operations and algebra, real and complex numbers, and statistics and probability. So the MAP test is split into those 4 domains, and we know that math builds on itself. So what this MAP score tells us is where you are in the trajectory of these domains. What have you mastered so far? What are you next best ready to learn within that domain? So you may have really high scores in geometry and lower scores in statistics and probability. Who knows? Each of these scores shows where you are within each of those 4 domains. So when you get to this website, what you'll do is you'll choose a domain. Your goal is to master as many of these domains as you can. So based on some Khan Academy content I've completed so far, then you can see that I have 4 out of 38 tasks done, 5 out of 34 tasks done, etc. Yours will probably say 0 of whatever the number is. Notice with real and complex numbers, it's huge for me, 214 lessons. So you have a couple choices for how you can approach this. Again, this is based on your MAP score, and this shows where you are in the trajectory of what you've mastered so far. So based on your score, these things are the skills that you are next best ready to learn. And for some of you, those might be 6th and 7th grade skills that you're working to master, and for others of you, you're ready to move beyond that. The content that's here goes all the way through 9th grade math. So you may have things that you've never encountered before based on what it is that you've mastered so far and what your brain is next best ready to learn. So when you open one of those domains, it will load a separate page, and you have a couple options. So if you scroll down, you'll notice that it builds out an entire course of content where they have videos and everything embedded for you, ready to go. And then there's some practice that you can do after you've consumed the videos or even before you consume the videos. So because this is what your brain is next best ready to learn, these are things you've not yet mastered. So you probably don't know the content. So based on how you like to learn, you can just dive right in and see what you can figure out. So you can go straight to the practice. Or if you prefer to learn first by someone showing you, there are 1 or more videos that you could watch, or these right here, this little icon shows you a summary of the content, gives you some text that you can read, and then sometimes there might be examples in that text that you can try out and practice as well. So depending upon how you prefer to learn, you could go through all of this content, 1 video, 1 practice at a time. You could also attempt, much like you did with your Khan Academy Mastery Challenge. The difference is, with the Khan Academy Mastery Challenge, you had been exposed in class. You had multiple school days where you had focused on that unit of study. So if you went straight to the test, these were not brand new items that you've never encountered before. So you could, if you wanted, go straight to the test right here. This will test on everything within this domain. And if you do well on it, then it will turn your squares purple for proficient. And if you do the test or quizzes and tests more than once, you can eventually get some crowns. So I have some crowns because of content that I've already completed in Khan Academy that matches this particular module or domain of learning. So you could do that. You could start with the quiz and see how well you do, and then any orange boxes or with these attempted or familiar markings, you could go into those individual lessons and practice those. When you load one of those individual lessons, then you'll notice off to the side, it shows you where you are within the practice and does give you the videos above it. So you could then watch the videos and then do that particular practice again. So you decide how you want to do it. Do you want to consume the videos and then practice? Do you want to go straight to the practice for each of the lessons? This button right here matches this practice right here. So if you just navigate through these boxes, it will be the same thing as if you were scrolling through and clicking each of these practice options that are available. And then this quiz right here is the same thing as this quiz in the module. Same thing with this quiz and this quiz that will come later in the module. And at the very end of the module is this unit test, which is this icon right here. So you decide how you want to work. If you master a particular domain and you want to keep going, maybe you're super fascinated with what you were just learning in geometry and you're ready for something more, you'll notice that all of the strands are also listed here on the side. So you could see where you are, geometry, score of 201 to 210, and after you've mastered all of that, you can go to the next domain. Also, if you're finding like, actually this is a little easier than I expected, I'm ready for a challenge, I want the next level, then you could certainly move up to the next domain. What we're looking for in ways of incentives and how to reward you is your teachers will be looking to see who finished the domains that were given to them based on their MAP scores. So we'll be looking to see if you have any of these domains listed as, for example, 38 of 38 done. We will be having a drawing when we return back to school for anyone that's completed any of their domains. So if you complete all 4 of them, you're going to be entered 4 times into that drawing. And if you complete your assigned domains and more, then we would love to enter you into that drawing even more times. Do I know what the prizes are? No, but Mrs. Kurtzals will select those prizes, and you know she doesn't hold back. So they will be worth your time for the brain growth alone, but you could also win a really cool prize for growing your brain this summer as well. I hope you have a great summer of growth and adventure and that you try lots of new things, math or otherwise.